This morning at approximately 10:30 in the morning, a male subject was aggressively following a state trooper, I-83N northbound. He then went in front of the trooper and abruptly stopped. The trooper then initiated his lights and initiated a traffic stop. At that point, the male subject abruptly got out of his vehicle, armed with a machete. The actor failed to obey the trooper's orders to drop the machete and advance towards the trooper. The trooper then discharged his department-issued weapon and struck the actor multiple times. The actor was then transported to the hospital, which was Christian Medical Center, via ambulance, and is right now suspected to have non-life-threatening injuries. So at this time, is there any questions?
Where exactly along Interstate 83 did this happen?
It was on 83 North at the Union Deposit exit.
Right at the exit?
Yes, just south of the exit, but where the off ramp is.
So could you help set this up, maybe a little fine-tune it a little bit? The trooper was heading north on Interstate 83.
Yes.
Coming up on the Union Deposit exit, and you're saying that this guy was aggressively following the trooper. Could you be a bit more specific what you mean by that?
Yes, he was aggressively following the trooper very closely, and then went around the trooper and stopped on 83.
In traffic?
Yes, and at that point is whenever the trooper initiated a traffic stop. The male subject got out of his vehicle armed with a machete, and at that point the trooper gave commands to drop the machete, at which the actor failed to do so, and then started advancing towards the state trooper, and at that point is whenever the trooper discharged his weapon.
How many times did he fire?
Multiple times.
5? 4?
We're still in the investigative phase. It was less than that, but we're not going to until the investigation's complete. We're not going to divulge how many shots were fired, but it was less than 5.
Was the trooper injured?
No.
There is going to be 2 aspects to our investigation. One is the justifiable use of force, and in any use of deadly force, we conduct this inquiry. And when you have a deadly weapon, and a machete is a deadly weapon, and someone is not obeying commands to stop, deadly force can be justified. And so we're going to look at that, and preliminarily that would justify the use of deadly force. But we're going to examine that fully and come up with a final determination. The other aspect is whether or not criminal charges as the person who had the machete. So we'll examine that as well.
Could you describe the machete, please, to give us a sense for how large it was?
I would say about 8 or 9 inches in length, and with about 2 or 3 inches in width, if not a little bit more. And it had a sheath, and so it must have been removed from its sheath when the person who was shot, the actor, got out of the vehicle, removed it from its sheath, and then advanced on the trooper, who was giving commands to stop and was retreating as he gave those commands.
No.
Were any passing cars, pedestrians involved in any way?
I'm not sure of that. But like I said, this is still under investigation. They were going to be investigating.
Is state police looking for witnesses? Anyone who may have seen this, and if so, what should they do?
Yeah, if anyone happened to see this incident, we are encouraging them to call the state police in Harrisburg to provide any information that they can give if they witnessed it. We always like to have witnesses, especially to help us figure out what could have led up to that, or any more information.